how to create a group, project or resource on Capacity4dev and what is the difference among them. So first we have a group. Group is usually a collaborative space where you can have members, so you are seen as a small community manager, and then you have members that can discuss, that can provide feedback, and that can exchange the different lessons learned, depends on the specific topic or geographical area. Whereas the project is more static page, is something like external website where you, for example, provide the lessons learned or share knowledge to our members. Usually owners and administrators can modify and update the project pages. And the last but not least is the resource. The resource is more like a methodology, horizontal approach such as Team Europe initiative or results and indicators. So now let's take a look how to actually create the different spaces. So the first, we go to groups. So you can go to groups by hovering over the browse content and then click on groups. Here in the top right page you can find the button create group. When you click on create group, here now you need to actually fill out all mandatory fields, which means the name of the group, then the short summary. The short summary is actually, I will show you. The short summary is actually when you go to the groups, and here you can see this small around 200 characters summary is exactly what you need to fill out here. Then the next one is description. It's much longer, and we encourage our users to actually go for example, more than even 5 paragraphs. So it can be even longer than what we can see here in the global gateway. So this is the description, but you can also then modify it when the group is submitted and validated and approved. So then it will be in draft and you will still be able to rethink it. So don't worry if you, for example, now put only 2 sentences, you will be able to actually modify it after. Then you choose the language that the groups should be in, the topics. This is very important because based on the different topics, it will appear in our members' personalized feed as based on the algorithm, and then the countries. So either you can choose the continent, worldwide, or even the small, more narrow focus, which can be the country. Then here you choose the banner. Here you can find also the specification of the banner and the thumbnail, and then the visibility. So here you choose between public, restricted and private. When you click on public, you can choose the joining method, either request to join, so that people need to actually request joining your group, and you then have to validate them if they actually can access your group, or the join button. It means that is open to public, you don't need to actually do any management with new members, etc. Then there is restricted. So the restricted is either available here for you based on the different organizations. So you can choose, for example, GIZ, European Commission, etc., or even the email domains. So you can, for example, write any kind of domain that is available here, and you can also choose other items. Yes. Here is a related content which is not mandatory. So here you can, for example, fill out some related content so that people can connect you to some different projects, groups, resources or articles that you have on our platform. And then last but not least is the message to site administrator, which means to me and the EU official. So here you write and validate the submission, so you can provide us more information about why you want this exact space to be on Capacity4dev, and it will also support you in approval for your group. And then last here is not mandatory, it's a group welcome message, so something that you want to tell to users when they join actually your group, so you can make them warm welcome. And then save changes, and we will then validate your group, and we will then approve it or reject it. So usually we approve the groups that are related to our community, so that they bring value to the development professionals, and if we reject it, we also tell you why we actually rejected your group. When it comes to projects, you can click on project. As I said, it's more for knowledge sharing. It's a static page. You click here on create a project, and here you select a type, either project or the program. There is not a difference in the functions. It's rather, for example, a project can have more programs or vice versa, and it's usually contractual specific. Then the stage, not started, ongoing, or completed. So let's say that, for example, you have EU-funded project for 4 years, and it starts in 6th of June 2024. So then you will fill out here not started yet, because it will start in June. Then when it's starting, you can also change it to ongoing, and then when it's completed in 4 years time in 2024, you change it to completed, and it will still be available on our platform for knowledge sharing, what you have went through during your project implementation. Then we have the same as we had in the group, so name, summary, description, starting date, ending date. This is quite clear. Then some optional fields such as budget currency, budget amount, contract number, stakeholders, and then mandatory fields such as topic, countries, banner, thumbnail. This we already covered. And here, when I have, for example, some content which I don't want to be bothered right now, because this will be also when we validate it, when we approve it, you will be able to then start here structure your project. So don't worry, in this case we don't really want to now start to build the content when we don't know yet if the project will be validated. So we can click on the 3 dots and we click on remove. Right now the mandatory field just got removed. So we can continue. Here are some more optional fields, and then message to site administrator, which again validates more your project or program for us to give you the approval. The last but not least is the resource. So again, we hover over browse content and we select the resources. Here in the top right corner, we click on create resource, and we continue with the mandatory fields in the submission form that are available. We can choose between the public, restricted, or private for the resource, and also the other mandatory fields as they are. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions regarding this, then you can write us on support@capacity4dev.eu.